Hello, hello, hello. This is Danny Ceballos again with Unleashed Consulting and your Best Boss Take Five. Our Take Fives are 5 minutes or so where I introduce you to a key concept, a key challenge, and what you can do about that as a leader and a manager. We're continuing with the theme. This is number 3 out of our 4 in a series where we're talking about really good tools and approaches for strategizing and planning, both in the short term, the medium term, and the long term. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite models. It's something that I use or that I was taught many years ago in graduate school for a master's in organizational development. And it's called the GRIP model. It's the GRIP model. And that's a misnomer because as I'm going to tell you about it, it's actually GRPI, but that's too hard to say. So we call it the GRIP model. So with the GRIP model, why do 80% of leaders try to solve team conflicts with trust fails and personality assessments when the real issues are hiding in plain sight? Have you ever noticed how the same people problems keep resurfacing in your team, no matter how many difficult conversations you had? Here's what you're missing. So with the GRIP model, we think about goals, roles, processes, interpersonal, and we do it in that order. The idea with the GRIP model is that we go in and we're facing a problem or a challenge with executing on our strategy and executing on our planning, and we think it's about the people, or the people think it's about the people. We first ask ourselves, are our goals clear? Are our roles clear? Are our processes clear? And when those 3 things are answered in yes, then we can move into the interpersonal because the odds are very, very good that the challenge with the interpersonal is around goal clarification, role clarification, or process clarification. So I want to give you 3 ways of thinking about using the GRIP model. So I want you to start with goal clarity. When team conflicts arise, resist jumping to interpersonal interventions and instead use something called the purpose alignment check. Gather the team to reestablish what success looks like and why it matters, resolving 60% of apparent people issues instantly. So first start with getting your goals clear. Number 2 is you clarify your roles next. Once goals are clear, use a simple RACI matrix. So RACI is a responsibility assignment matrix that we use with teams. You're welcome to Google it. There's a lot of good information on it. It's really, really helpful. And the idea is to establish and be clear on who is responsible, who is accountable, who is consulted, and who is informed for this particular project and this particular team. RACI. So once goals are clear, use something like RACI exercise, and you really don't have to take more than 15 minutes to eliminate overlapping responsibilities and authority gaps that create friction disguised as personality conflicts. And then thirdly, start thinking about process before people, process before people. Before addressing interpersonal dynamics, audit your workflows for bottlenecks and friction points with a process pain point poll, where team members anonymously identify where work consistently breaks down. And the truth is, when there are system issues, system challenges, team challenges, workflow challenges, that we first want to start with, are our goals clear? Secondly, are our roles clear? Thirdly, are our processes clear? And one of the great ways of really working on processes is to do something like a process pain point poll, right? How are we doing with each piece of this process? And once you get a handle on that, once you start working with folks, really getting clear on using the GRIP model and that everybody will be using the GRIP model, you can start to apply it immediately with things like the conflict triage checklist. When team tensions arise, use a simple 1-page assessment that asks, is the goal crystal clear to everyone? Are roles and responsibilities documented and understood? Is our process efficient and documented? And only if all 3 are yes, would you focus on interpersonal dynamics. So consider putting together your own template, your own worksheet. And if you are working in an in-person work environment, throw it up on a big flip chart and put it in the room where you have your team meetings. It's such a great way to ask people to slow down before jumping to blaming an individual, to really slow down and do a triage on what is actually going on. The second thing that you can do right away is to establish weekly alignment flash checks. Implement a 5-minute start to meetings where team members rate clarity of goals, roles, and processes on a 1 to 10 scale. Address any score below 7 immediately before proceeding with regular business. Hopefully that was helpful. We're at time now, so I'm going to let you go. I look forward to seeing you at our next Best Boss Take 5, where we'll finish up our series on planning and strategizing, and we'll be talking about decision filters. But don't forget, use the GRIP model. Put it up on a big sheet of paper and have it always ready for you and for your team to check in with each other around where bottlenecks in relationships might be. All right, this is Danny Ceballos with Unleashed Consulting and your Best Boss Take 5. We'll see you next time. Bye now.